Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Angie and this is Pockets Full of Stones. A few weeks ago I went to La Forêt de Meudon. In translation, the forest of Meudon. I was bummed because I forgot my phone, but I did have a camera with 3% battery, and so I managed to make some videos even though they weren't that great. There really weren't a lot of rocks lying around. I mean, I guess they were just hiding under the leaves. But the more I walked, the more I looked, and the more I looked, the more I found. That reminds me of this song that I made up when I was little, and I used to sing it on my way home from school, basically just to torture my sister. It was something like, "Don't step on the leaves or you'll step on the mouses," and I would just repeat that over and over and over. And yes, I know it's not mouses, but it just sounded better. Rookie rock hounding tip number 1. If you don't have any tools to dig out rocks with, just find yourself another sharp rock to dig out rocks with. Okay, so you'll probably need something else to dig the sharp rock out with, but you can just use your hands. My camera battery died out pretty quickly, so I was not able to record all of my findings of the day, which leads me to rookie rock hounding tip number 2, prepare, prepare, prepare. 3 weeks later and a new location, Nouvelle-Aquitaine. In translation, New Aquitaine. Sorry, that was a really bad British accent. It's just that I use Google Translate so I can get the correct pronunciation, and mine happens to be in a British accent. Part of the fun in rock hounding is identifying the rocks that you find. I was really excited when I found these rocks. I mean, I was convinced that I had finally found some agates. I totally forgot that both jasper and agate are forms of chalcedony. Agate is translucent while jasper is opaque. With my minimal rock knowledge, I am going to guess that some of these are a combination of both jasper and agate. Finding out if your rock is an agate or a jasper is easy when your rock is semi-transparent, translucent, or opaque. But what if it's all of those things? Well, then you have a jasp agate. This is a specimen that contains both jasper and agate. Wait, does that sound like I just made it up? Well, I promise you, I didn't. And here we have my find of the day, which I mistakenly referred to as agate, but it's actually jasper. From what I can see, there doesn't seem to be any parts that are translucent. Like this one, for example. Or this one. I'm calling this one my mini chunk. Wink wink at Katie did. Sorry, I had to interrupt my recording session. I had just washed my hair and it was cold outside. Problem was I didn't have a blow dryer, so I had to improvise. Many minutes later, my goal was achieved, my hair was dry, and I could get back to the rocks. I don't remember 100%, but I feel like most of these small pieces I found were on the pathway. I mean, it is possible that they were put there on purpose to, I guess, sort of line the path in order to keep them from getting too muddy. But then again, I was finding larger rocks alongside of the path. Like this one. It's hard to see now because it's wet, but when it's dry, there are patches that look almost as if they've already been polished. I know I've said this before, but rocks are so fascinating to me. Every time I pick one up, I just feel like I need to know everything about it. There's just so much to learn. And I think one of the best parts is that once you start learning, you start to feel more connected with nature and history, which is a really great feeling and actually is kind of addictive in a good way. I'm pretty pleased with what I found, and I'm definitely going back to La Forêt de Meudon. If you're still watching, thank you so much, and I hope you'll be back for my next video.